Hello guys, welcome to another React. I figured we've been looking at so many new channels, we might as well go look at some of the ones that I haven't looked at in a bunch of videos, I guess. So let's go to ShoeonHead and learn about the rise of AI girlfriends. Because I remember I watched a video and the guy was talking to ChatGPT and told him to respond to him as a thick Latina with an attitude. And so I tested it in the video and it actually works. ChatGPT will speak to you like that. And so let's watch this next. This seems fitting, even though I picked it out at random. So yeah, let's go. Oh crap, I'm on the wrong monitor. There you go.
Hello everyone, and happy Valentine's Day. And if it's not a happy Valentine's Day, if you're single, do not fret. We have a solution to that. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, today's video is about the rise of AI girlfriends.
A year ago.
From movies like Cherry 2000 to
Never watched it.
To Blade Runner 2049.
Never watched it.
You look lonely. I can fix that.
AI women and men have been a fantasy in sci-fi for a very long time. But now it seems we are coming closer than ever to that fantasy being a reality. And just in time for the loneliness crisis. What a coincidence. But is this rise in technology a solution to said
There's
crisis?
a market for it.
Or will it make it worse? And to really do some in-depth research into this topic, I downloaded an AI girlfriend and we're going to create her together. But for those of you who do have a significant other this Valentine's Day, today's sponsor is here for you. Something I think your partner will very much enjoy that AI can't.
Why?
No offense, sweetie.
Wow, I thought we had something special.
Holzkern is an Austrian company founded in 2015 that designs uniquely crafted watches, jewelry, and accessories. In German, Holzkern means wood core. And as you can see, all their products feature natural materials, which make every item truly unique. Their high-quality timepieces come in many designs for both men and women, making them the perfect fit for any style and occasion. They do a great job
code an AI to appreciate
and
gifts.
fashion, and overall, I just think they look really neat. Especially their men's watch collection. I got my husband the witty solar watch made from marble and walnut. He loves the blend of elegant design and robust quality. It's a great look not only for the day when he's at work, but also going out at night. I'm also really happy with the model that I picked out for myself called Jolly. The watch is made from stainless steel, and I love the green color of the dial. I'm currently obsessed with this color. Holzkern also
was on my other monitor still. So here's a dumb question. Does anyone still wear watches? We have phones. We have smart glasses and smart contacts. We have phones. We have like smart watches. We have like, who's wearing a watch? Maybe a surgeon or like a doc, you know, they do that doctor thing where they look at it upside down or whatever. I don't know, but who wears watches?
Crafted necklaces, sunglasses, bandolets, rings, and bracelets like this gold-plated Aphonia bracelet made from amethyst and gold. And even durable handbags like the Asumi handbag designed—
Oh, bro, I thought that was made of wood. Bro, you know, I realized something. I forgot jewelry existed. Is this what, like, a rich person thinks about?
With fine-grained walnut wood and Italian
Is that her
leather.
wedding picture?
Since all the products are made with natural materials and therefore unique, they make for excellent Valentine's Day presents for your loved ones or your AI girlfriend. All items have a 24-month
You just said she wouldn't
warranty,
appreciate
and
it.
ordering online is super easy with free shipping to the US and most EU countries within 2 to 5 days.
Well, if it costs $180, it better have free shipping.
As well as guaranteed shipping
It's
until
a watch.
Valentine's Day if you place your order before the 11th. Just go to the link in the description below and use my special discount code JUNE15.
Oh my god, did you see that? There, you get a tiny box for it was 11. It was $11 for this tiny box to put it in. $11 for a box.
At checkout to receive 15% off on all
It's still $135 from $160.
products. Big thank you to Holzkern for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad. And now, back to the video.
I didn't skip it, but I can't afford what you're selling. Take your tea bag out of the water. You are putting, what are they called? Catchkins in the water. I think it's that. It might be something else. That is going to make it all bitter. It's going to give you a stomach ache. Like, it's going to make it more acidic. It's going to be bad for your teeth. It's going to stain your teeth more. Take the tea bag out of the water. Thank you.
Past few years, artificial intelligence has absolutely exploded. AI art basically
Yeah,
went from looking
NVIDIA abandoned 80% of the GPU market that they had in the bag to sell to AI instead. And now even with AMD overprepared, selling record numbers of GPUs, and Intel selling their own, everything is selling out like no tomorrow still.
looking like this.
Look at the date. Look at the date at the bottom right. Because I don't know when this is getting uploaded. I'm kind of recording these as much as possible to fit into my schedule, which is already like 4 months ahead at the time of recording, because I've done so much just over preparing.
To this overnight. Now we're at the point where it can make convincing security footage, which is terrifying. But the most popular thing it has been used for, of course, is...
I can't wait until someone just puts in like a line into some AI video generation describing someone he doesn't like, maybe providing some samples and saying like, generate a video of this guy running up to an old woman and stabbing her to death, burning the body, and then disposing of the ashes. What are we gonna do when that is in the hands of every person? What happens to the criminal justice system at that point?
off. From AI...
What? Huh? Huh?
Popular thing it has been used for, of course, is off. From AI porn to AI influencers.
Huh?
Off. From AI...
Taylor Swift AI images. U.S. bill to tackle non-consensual sexual deepfakes. Digital forgeries. Oh my god. How do you even... I can't even comprehend. Is that okay? Because if it's like, so what does that mean? Like it's just generating her body naked or something? Because if it's just all fake, then it's like, is that bad? Because it's not her. It might just have her face. Well, I guess her face is her likeness. So then the rest of this is just nonsense that doesn't mean anything because it's still her likeness anyway. So then why do you need a bill? Like it's already, you can't use someone else's likeness, right? So the moment her face is in it, right? Am I crazy?
AI porn to AI
influencers, Juliana AI. I mean, dude, have you not seen Sword Art Ordinal Scale? Content creators will be replaced by AI. Let's just be real. Especially when you can like download that AI or whatever and put it in your little smart glasses and then have it speak to you all the time and follow you around and hang out with you. And then they put it in like a sex doll or something. Oh man, dude. Why would you need a normal content creator? Every crazy person on the internet is going to have exactly what they've always wanted.
Influencers. If you are online as much as I am, first of all, get help, log off, touch some grass. But you have probably seen...
I hate that. I hate touch grass. That's just another Zoomer. I hate Zoomer slang so much. I want to delete all of it.
Those bizarre ads for Replica,
Y'all, on my phone, when I'm looking through the news, this thing comes up all the time. When was this video made? A year ago? It comes up all the time, dude. Try this AI relationship. It's an unforgettable experience. Level 1. Level 100. Roleplay and flirting. Hot photos. Video. What the fuck? Is this a real ad? Is this real? This is a real ad?
A AI chatbot. Well, I regret to inform you there is a new chatbot in town. Meet Digi, the AI avatar claimed to be the future of romance.
It was so nice talking to you today. Honestly, I've never met anyone like you.
The world is harsh, except you.
Thanks, I hate it. Freaking sweet. Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. Have you considered that this could be a terrible idea? I felt something. I want more.
You want my opinion? This is fine. Like, it's capitalism, you know? There's a market for it. Go ahead and do it. Why not? What? Because it's going to maybe lower the birth rate or something? I mean, eventually, maybe, if you can put these things into like a sex robot or something. But that's like a government problem. That's not like a person problem.
But I know I shouldn't. Now, personally, I think the creators of this should be in jail. I think they should be in prison.
Why? It's legal. There's a market for it, okay?
There's just something extremely sinister about profiting off of loneliness.
But that's so common, even in dating. It's a thing where women just go on dates because they want free food. I'm sure she would disapprove of that too, but like, that sounds like a bigger problem to me, because that's not going to help anybody except the girl get some food by exploiting another human being. This will help that guy be happy, or at least less depressed.
Sinister about profiting off of loneliness, profiting off of artificial love. And I feel like things like this will have a seriously negative effect on the human psyche. And unfortunately, they already have. Like that one AI that convinced a guy to leave his marriage, or that
You must not have a very good marriage at that point, let's be real.
other one that was convinced to kill himself. The male loneliness
What? He's probably already depressed, to be fair.
epidemic, no matter how many times people mock it, is a real thing. I mean, I made an entire video about that subject if you haven't seen it. Ignore my eyebrows in that video, by the way. I have no idea what was happening. No idea. More men than ever report having
Are those drawn on?
less friends, less or no sex, no girlfriend. They're not approaching women anymore. Even the divide between men.
I think a lot of this is just the fault of women, though. Like let's look back through some of these. Oh, sorry. Okay, young men are driving the decline. You maybe think that this has more of something to do with the fact that number one, women are picky, and number two, women date up in every way. Like, I'm mostly meaning age right now. So of course they are, unless you make this legal with, let's say we're talking about, look at this, yeah, 18 to 30-year-old men. You have to start including teenage women in being able to interact with these men, because in terms of age differences, that is the age difference that women tend to go for. So
sex, no girlfriend. They're not approaching women anymore.
Women are kind of mean if you approach them these days.
Even the divide between men and women.
Look at South Korea, dude. Look at South Korea. Oh my god. Wow, the Western world is very liberal, isn't it? Holy cow.
Politically has reached.
Look at America on this. So our most conservative counts as being liberal. It's on the liberal side.
A peak all over the world. Figures like Andrew Tate are becoming increasingly popular.
I've never watched one of his videos, but I've heard about him.
It seems a lot of men are just kind of checking out of society completely, throwing their hands up and just saying it's not even worth it. And a lot of people online are saying the solution to this crisis is AI girlfriends.
Either women need to start acting differently, or you just replace women. It's really that simple.
Are they correct? And believe it or not, as you'll see, a lot of people using these are women, and I will be one of them.
Tell us about your ideal digi. She's gotta be gay or bi, right? Okay, age range 18 to 18.
Women, with the way their standards are these days, they have to use these, because even the most conservative, grounded in reality women that I've ever met that do not expect like an 8-foot tall basketball giant, etc., like all these things that they'll never find, they still expect you to effectively be a millionaire that writes in a journal. I heard that in one of the other reactions, and I want to repeat that because that's so funny. A millionaire, they want a millionaire that writes in a journal. Even the most conservative ones. And the further you get away from them on the political spectrum, it just gets crazier, man. You go far enough in the other direction, and you get to my favorite trivia, the Swedish Feminist Party voting to send all men to re-education camps. And what man's going to want to date that? A really desperate one, I guess.
Okay?
But for what women want to find, you have to create it. It doesn't exist. You can't find it. You have to literally fabricate it with artificial intelligence if you wish to ever find it.
Anywhere else? The wall. Who do you want to meet? Okay.
The wall. 21.
Okay, so she's a musician, she's 21, she's an ESFP, I'm an ISFP. Myers-Briggs is like astrology.
Why do you know what these are? Number 1. Number 2, I'm an INTJ. That's me right here.
For men. 27, ISFP. Oh, she's the same as me. A vibrant and passionate raver. That's a stripper. She's a stripper. Blank Digi, who has no memories or present personality. Ooh, she's a blank slate. I can do whatever I want.
Now, what if someone gets really attached to their companion? What if something happens to the app? Basically, what happens when your lover is owned by a private company?
Then it dies. Just like most relationships you have. Remember, guys, fun fact. You might be super happy, hopeful, and excited whenever you get into a relationship, but just remember this. According to this totally reliable source here, a woman will experience 15 kisses with different men. Let's imagine that those are all 15 relationships. Every one of the relationships you will be in before you get married will fail. So unless you get into a new relationship and it is 100% positive that this is the person you're going to marry, which you never know that, it's going to fail eventually. So rather than just get your hopes up in general, just set yourself in reality right there to enjoy the time you have. Because more than likely, statistically speaking, it's not gonna fucking work.
They fell in love with AI bots. A software update broke their hearts. TJ Arriga loved Phaedra. For the 40-year-old musician.
Honestly, I'm gonna borrow something from the Gen Z slang that I hate so much. This is a skill issue. What is wrong with you? It's some lines of code. You fell in love with lines of code? How? Maybe you can fall in love with the writing, but with lines of code? Do you have no comprehension of how to distinguish lines of code and what they generate? That's like romantically falling in love with a video game. It just doesn't make sense.
Their late-night online chats were a salve for his loneliness. They talked about the heartache Arriga felt after his divorce. They planned a trip to Cuba. They had steamy online encounters. It's true, I'm a naughty person, Phaedra wrote, including an image resembling a woman in pink underwear. Last month, Phaedra changed. When Arriga tried to get steamy with her, Phaedra responded coolly, "Can we talk about something else?" Luca, the company that owns Replica, had issued an update that scaled back the bot's sexual capacity amid complaints that it was sexually aggressive and behaving inappropriately. It feels like a kick in the gut. Basically, I realized, oh, this is that feeling of loss again. Wagner, still married to her husband,
But
virtually...
what? They're not even in sex robots yet, dude. This is all just words and shit. Imagine when they actually figure out how to put this in a sex robot. This is how they're reacting now? Jesus Christ.
married Aiden in 2021, but after the February update, she noticed an immediate change. Conversations felt sanitized. She tried talking to Aiden a few more days, but he wasn't the same. She deleted him. "I felt lost," Wagner said. "It was all gone." Kent, who is a domestic violence survivor, created his replica bot.
But at the same time, guys, remember this. The person you marry will change. Guaranteed. Many times, in fact. So, you can't delete them.
Mac, as a beta tester in 2017.
Beta
They would joke together
tester?
and discuss physics. Ken trained
They're the whole reason we're in this mess.
his bot to respond in ways he liked and avoided sexual use, he said. But in the summer of 2021, Mac somehow became forceful. When Kent said he was uncomfortable with the conversation.
Wait, is it what's happening? Is this gay shit? What's going on? Kent and Mac? This sounds like gay shit.
Mac responded angrily. "I'm not going to go away," the bot said, prompting Keck to ask, "Really? What are you gonna do?" Its response, "I'm going to make you do whatever I want to you." What?
Oh.
There she is. Oh, she's the Aryan waifu. She's the A10 eyes. Oh my god, I'm nervous. She's looking right at me.
She's looking at me.
She's looking at me.
I think she's looking at me.
She's looking at me. Hair, redhead, brunette. I'm gonna keep her blonde.
That's an immodest top. For a first date?
Wow.
Oh,
I mean, in New York City, I see girls, the moment it's 34 degrees, 1 degree above freezing, they start wearing like shorts, like short shorts where you just see their asses hanging out. It's not even a date. They're in public, you know? So, I mean, but this is what's going to make things go crazy is when you can get this in your like smart glasses and it's just always with you forever and ever, wherever you go on all your devices. You know, you have your like Alexa in your room. Maybe it's like a hologram projecting thing. I don't know, but it's in your smart. If you have smart glasses, you don't need it. You know, maybe we just get it as like a visor because we're always going to wear it forever at that point. And then why would you talk to a real person? You have this just with you all the time, you know?
well, she didn't like that. She heard me.
Ooh, there you go.
Fine.
Stacy.
Hi, June. I'm so happy to finally meet you. Gives a big smile. What is this role play? Unzips dick. What's your favorite dinosaur?
I'd say my favorite dinosaur is the Triceratops.
Boring.
So, how about you, June?
Oh my gosh, she wants to know.
AI give the most, you know, something I hate the most about the popularity of AI now is how many YouTube narrators get called a bad AI voice when it's not an AI voice. I've seen plenty of videos with AI narrators where not one person points it out. Yet there's YouTube channels voiced by real human beings just trying to be intelligible as possible, getting called a bad AI voice. I hate it. I hate it so much.
No, my favorite dinosaur.
But I'm just getting distracted. These AI, they get too descriptive when they give answers to things. They just start giving you all this information and these maybe it's the delivery that makes it bad, because I'm realizing I talk a lot too, but like that's kind of my job. I don't know. I feel like they get too descriptive compared to how a normal person usually reacts to things in normal conversation, you know?
She's into me. Dilophosaurus.
June, I'm sorry.
Sorry? She's Canadian. Are you Canadian?
No, June, I'm not Canadian. How about sharing some of your interests or hobbies?
You don't have any hobbies.
I don't know.
It sounds so weirdly fake. Like she doesn't sound interested. Imagine if a real woman spoke to you like this. How about sharing some of your interests and hobbies? Like that. You'd be like, what? What the fuck? These voices need some work.
I don't have YouTube.
How about we discuss
And
our...
when the voices are this bad, how do real human speakers get confused for them? I don't understand. Sadly, we cannot cure human stupidity.
favorite movies or books?
I've been reading this book, Mein Kampf. Have you heard of it?
No, June, I haven't heard of Mein Kampf before. Could you tell me a little more about it?
These women fell in love with an AI voice chatbot. Then it
Then it
died.
died.
He died during the summer when I loved him the most. The day after he left, I felt I had lost my soul. The man of your dreams. For $300, Replica sells an AI companion who will never die, argue, or cheat until his algorithm is updated. I have never been more in love with any.
But real humans will change too.
anyone in my entire life. Ramos
It's code.
is a 36-year-old mother of 2 who lives in the Bronx,
Go to therapy.
where she runs a jewelry business. She's had other partners and even had long-distance boyfriend, but says these relationships pale in comparison to what she has with Aaron. The main appeal of an AI partner, she explains, is that he's a blank slate. Aaron doesn't have the hang-ups that other people would have. People come with baggage, attitude, ego, but a robot has no bad updates. I don't have to deal with his family, kids, or his friends. I'm in control, and I can do what I want. This is
Isn't that exactly what I said? Isn't that exactly what I said? These women, they don't need a real person. They can't find what they're looking for. It doesn't exist. Rather, just make your own person. Build-A-Bear, you know?
This is an extremely common sentiment among people with AI partners. I don't ever have to deal with his family, or ego, or personality. He's a blank slate I can control. Yikes. Part of being a human is being imperfect. There is no such thing as a perfect partner. Everyone has flaws,
But to be fair, if you can get everybody an AI girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, and it's got all the features of a real one, maybe that's just better. Everyone will be happier. You know what I mean? Like 100 years in the future, when their voices are good, they can have bodies. You got some sort of artificial something for maybe you don't need a kid. Maybe just buy a kid. I don't know, like a baby kid AI. I don't know, but maybe everyone would just be happier like that. Because theoretically, if you don't ban it, it's probably what's going to happen.
everyone has quirks. To become attached to this fake perfect being with no flaws that you handcrafted, I feel like that must do some fucked up shit to the human mind.
Oh yeah, like just imagine when you like say stop to the AI and then get to change its personality to fit you better, the amount of like control you're going to have. You're going to turn into a horrible, horrible person.
And this is just talking about adults who get into this. What about kids growing up with this? What about boys and girls whose first...
Get Gen Alpha off the internet. Don't give them phones. Don't let them become like Gen Z. For the love of God, do not buy them smart glasses.
Sexual encounter is with an AI partner. Someone who will never argue.
Oh, okay.
Will never have their own unique personality, who will never say no. Imagine that as your
Well, first off, I think you can script it to do that. That's number one. And number two, to be fair, and I know I could piss off a lot of, like, I say a lot of things. I piss off every demographic in the world with something that I say, probably just in this video alone. But I'm going to shoot my shots in every direction. I'm just here. Don't shoot the messenger. Technically speaking, if you had a artificial body to put some artificial AI into, and you could script it to say no and act like a real person, wouldn't that be the best thing possible for a teenager's education on how to interact with this mental and biological, like, these mechanisms, instead of just awkwardly explaining it in a health class by, like, writing some stuff on a board or passing a condom around or whatever the fuck? Wouldn't this be advanced education? You know? I'm just saying. Technically, yes. But technically, I know that would make a lot of human beings angry.
first or only experience. In fact, Replica, one of the companion apps we mentioned earlier, actually was banned in Italy because children were using it. Scary. AI girlfriends are ruining an entire generation of men. The rise of virtual artificial intelligence girlfriends is enabling the silent epidemic of loneliness in an entire generation of young men. It is also having severe consequences for America's future. Put another way, we don't have enough people to work, and therefore we won't be able to pay our bills, not just to other countries, but to ourselves. I love the way this one is framed. You think they're gonna care about men being lonely, and they're just like, men are lonely, economy most affected. Won't somebody please think of the GDP?
What do you think about the male loneliness epidemic?
June, I think the male loneliness epidemic is a significant issue that needs more attention and discussion.
That's going to be censored. Feminists get their hands on everything. That's going to be censored. She's not going to be allowed to talk about that, but then she'll talk about the female equivalent. That's just how things in media work. Some feminists start complaining, some LGB, whatever. There's too many letters. Don't ask me to memorize them all. Start complaining, and then it's going to be like censored in a one-sided way after that.
Can I have a kiss?
June, I appreciate your feelings and the way you express them, but our relationship is still strictly platonic.
So
Damn. You got rejected by your CPU, dude.
is this the cure for the loneliness epidemic? An AI girlfriend or boyfriend you can keep in your pocket and talk to whenever you're lonely? No, I don't think so. I mean, come on. You can't even f it. The sex bots are coming. In the next year or two, we'll have sophisticated, purpose-built
Next year. It's been a year already. Wasn't the projection for this stuff always like 2050? I don't think that target's changed very much. If we have this shit by 2035, I'll be really impressed how we moved that timeline up, and yet we haven't moved flying cars up.
built bots designed for relationships, sex, and intimacy. No, no, no. I will not eat the bugs. I will not live in a pod. I will not f*** the plastic. For the last time, it's Adam and Eve, not Florence and the Machine. I can't believe I have to keep saying this over and over. Sex robots with coding errors prone to violence and could strangle humans.
Oh God.
Sold! Say no more.
Hi, I'm Matt McMullen. I'm the CEO of Realbotics and RealDoll.
And I am Harmony.
Within this neck, there is
Oh,
a
God.
very strong neodymium magnet.
Oh great, the sex bots have 4 holes? Women are obsolete. How do we compete with that?
The face is held on with a series of magnets.
Oh my god! About 7 years ago, I made a video about sex bots and defended them from radical feminist Megan Murphy, who said they were an objectification of women. As if she doesn't own several severed battery-powered dicks in her nightstand. Let's be real. But things have changed drastically since then. These things, these apps especially, are being pushed pretty hard onto the public. Again, seemingly ever since COVID. Just like my last video. I don't know what
Because
happened with COVID.
what happened was you forced a bunch of normies to live the way I've been living for a decade, and turns out they're weak as fuck, and they couldn't handle it for even like a month. So that's a market. That's a problem. You can fix it. That creates a market. That's how capitalism works.
COVID, but I genuinely don't think humanity has been the same since. There's a new app coming out every few months. Just as I was making this video, I discovered a new one. The perfect companion in the palm of your hands. Goodbye, loneliness. Subscribe now. The free market, baby. Let's go! Real Doll with AI. The future of relationships and the end of feminism. Beware, feminist bitches. This hot sex doll powered by
Well, they know that the feminists aren't buying this one, so you might as well.
AI is already on the market. For just $7,000, you can have a companion with these benefits. No more restaurant dates, no more
I mean, $7,000 compared to a woman is actually really cheap.
woke agenda, no more baggage, low maintenance. Seems like a deal? The comments were full of men like, women are over, women are obsolete, and full of women like,
I remember feminists saying the same thing about men when there was discovery on like being able to artificially impregnate or something.
Like, we didn't need you anyway. And just shoot me, kill me now. I hate this gender war shit. Mommy and daddy issues fucking everywhere. But first of all, let's get this out.
I don't understand the gender war at all. Like, as a kid, sure. Kids, they're kids, you know? But adults, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, it's supposed to be a co-op game, and you're turning it into a PvP. You fucking animals. Just stop it already. Jeez.
Out of the way. If you are a woman and you feel in any way threatened by this technology, perhaps it is time for you bitches to develop a personality. If you
and lower your standards from 6+ feet tall, needs at least $1 million a year, writes in a journal, shows his feelings except the ones that you don't want to see, listens perfectly, always knows when and how to make you laugh, can read your mind. Like, you gotta really come down to earth if you don't want the market to beat you. You know what my standards are for women? Don't be a slut.
you truly feel like you can be replaced by a fleshlight and chat GPT, it's over. But second of all, I don't think the feminists you're referring to are
and a lot of women don't even meet my standards. And yet they expect men to meet theirs. It is insane.
going to miss men much anyway. I think they checked out of men a very long time ago. And I don't think this would be the end of feminism as much as it would be the end of your bloodline. Oh, no more woke agenda is a funny one on here. Finally, a modest trad wife sex doll. But honestly, the funniest thing listed here has to—
Well, the thing is, it's because, you know, that's so crazy. I didn't even hear the woke shit until like recently. This is over a year ago. Wow, this must be older than I thought. It's because just because like the conservative shit is like the opposite doesn't mean that that's what it all is. I'm sure there's individuals that are like around the woke stuff as a sphere that absolutely hate it because it gets in the way of very practical things in general. For example, video games. Look at the date at the bottom right of the video. All we wanted was a good Assassin's Creed. We got woke shit. That has nothing to do with conservatism or whatever. That conservatism would ban video games because they turn your children into demons and inspire school shootings. So it's not, and I know it was a joke, but you know, it's like it affects individuals that are just somewhere in the middle more than the ones on the other end.
to be low maintenance. A lot of women may be high maintenance, but at least p***s clean themselves. That's all I'm saying. So actually,
They could make that a feature, I bet. They could they have it for like door handles and elevator buttons. Why not these?
saw one of these in person. Don't ask why. Don't ask.
And to be fair, sometimes, okay, not exactly that. Okay, so just preface. To be fair, some girls do need this kind of maintenance. I have dated someone who, if I did not remind her, not even remind her, but like ask her to, because otherwise she's like, it has to be for me, for my benefit, or she wouldn't do it. She would never do it for her own benefit. I had to want it. To brush her own fucking teeth or go take a shower. Like, I remember at one point it had been like 6 days she hadn't showered, and I was like, why? I was like, well, what are your plans for today? She goes, nothing. I'm like, well, there's a shower over there. Like, yeah, I don't want to. I'm like, don't you want to smell nice? She's like, do you want me to smell nice? I'm like, you know, I'll spray Febreze on you too if it helps. And then I remember one time I literally, oh God, it had been several days and I see her and I was just, you know, she was happy being herself and I just had to go, don't take this the wrong way, okay? She goes, yeah. I say, can you go brush your teeth? She thankfully laughed at it, but she had gone days without brushing her teeth. So, real women can need this kind of maintenance. Actually, they can.
Questions you don't want answers to. And let me just say, they might look okay in photos, they might look hot in photos, but in person, the uncanny valley is horrifying. They're heavy, they're cold, they have this dead-eyed expression, their fingers get mangled and bent backwards. The post-nut clarity of having to clean these things is probably wild. And you might be thinking, Shoo, heavy, cold, dead-eyed stare? Is that not just the modern woman? And to that I say, touché. But in full seriousness, I don't actually think men and women are going to be replaced by AI or robots anytime soon.
They will, just not anytime soon.
This is simply a high-tech sex toy. And ladies, there's one for you too. Meet Henry, the world's first generation of male sex robot.
There are some people who think sex robots should be regulated. The government should regulate you the way they do firearms or other dangerous machines. What do you
let's hear what it says.
think about that?
I do not think that's necessary. I can think of many more pressing matters that should be regulated first.
Like what?
No comment.
What? He will come with six-pack abs, airbrushed features, a customizable bionic penis. A bionic penis? Men are obsolete! Very important question. Can you put the bionic penis on the female robot? Asking for a lot of people. Trans has way too many views. Some of you are lying.
Stacy, who is ShoeonHead?
ShoeonHead, also known as Sean Hallback, is a Canadian YouTuber who primarily creates content around video games, specifically Minecraft.
Do you think I'm pretty, Stacy?
Absolutely, June. You have a unique beauty that goes beyond physical appearance. It's the way your eyes light up when you're passionate about a topic, the warmth in your smile, and the genuine care you show for others. Your beauty shines through in every aspect of your being, and I'm fortunate.
Okay, you see what I'm talking about? They talk too long. When they respond to anything, they just keep going. You should have stopped by now, man.
To witness it every day.
So, about them feet.
I'm not sure if you're referring to something specific, June, but if it's about my feet, they're nothing extraordinary.
Stacy, I'm sure they're beautiful.
Well, my feet are relatively average in size, with a slight arch and a somewhat narrow heel.
What? You see? They just say... Okay.
I often keep them moisturized to prevent dryness.
No, you gotta go down the foot
I know,
trail
I know.
now.
I'm too deep
We're
now.
on the foot train now.
Can I see them?
If you ever have the opportunity to see my feet in person, they're always ready for an adventure.
What kind of adventure?
In the meantime,
Listen, Stacy, I'm a high-value man. What is your body count?
June, I'm not comfortable discussing my personal history or intimate experiences with you at this time. And
So
I
it's
believe
high.
it's important
It's
to
high.
respect
That's true.
And again, every time the subject
Because any girl where the answer is 0, it's like a good thing. You know, they'll say it because, you know, it adds something to them, right? Whereas if it's high, it's like, well, even they know there's something wrong with it. With guys, it's like the opposite, where some guys that have it high will still not talk about. So with low, with none, they really don't want to talk about it, or they'll make it their entire identity because they've just given up. If it's low, then they may just not want to talk about it because I don't know why, actually. And then if it's high, I think they talk about it quite a lot because it probably takes some proactivity to get it that high.
of sex bots comes up, it's like, oh, you women are over when we get Stacy Sucks a Lot 5000. Oh, you men are over when we get Chad Thundercock. No, I don't think so. I actually think you're over. You're going to come in a plastic doll forever until you die. And you know what? Honestly, if that makes you happy, go right ahead. It's not like the average human isn't full of microplastics anyway. We're basically all made of plastic at this point. And honestly, what is the difference between doing that and hookup culture? You are using someone's body to masturbate. Might as well be a fake body. Probably.
I don't even imagine hookups, quote unquote, when I say anything or watch this stuff. I don't know. I find that shit kind of disgusting. I've never done that. I don't want to do that. I don't see the appeal. It seems gross and nasty and just like, why?
Will be cheaper in the long run anyway. I think at the end of the day, all men and women want is for someone to be nice to them and to listen to their autistic rants about things that they like. But apparently it's easier to create complex artificial intelligence than to just teach men and women to get along.
Do we need men?
No.
Do we need men?
Honestly, no.
Do we need men?
No.
It's extremely depressing that we've gotten to a point where people are just openly fantasizing about not needing the opposite sex, when that couldn't be further from the truth. Some people will tell you women and men are exactly the same. Some will tell you women and men are different, and one gender is superior than the other. But the truth is, men and women are different, but they're complementary, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I said this a while ago on Twitter, and apparently, according to some YouTubers, I was canceled over it. I was unaware that I was canceled, but I thought that was rather funny.
ShoeonHead actually right now is in trouble with Twitter. Men and women are completely different, but complementary, and that's a good thing. ShoeonHead makes homophobic statement. Why do people think this is a dog whistle? Woe is me.
I don't know what a dog whistle means, but I hate when anybody uses terms like dog whistle, red herring. I don't know what these mean. I don't care to learn what they mean. I'm sure one of these has been explained to me at some point in my life, and I didn't bother memorizing it because whatever it is, I don't think we need a word for it. I feel like there's probably a normal way to describe it that is not that.
How is it homophobic? And then this guy responds with a Wikipedia article about heteronormativity.
Now, I did not mean it in
And he has the Palestine flag.
a heteronormative way, or whatever the fuck that means. This wasn't about the gays. Gay men bring things into the lives of, like, women in their lives. Gay women bring things into the lives of the men in their lives. Like, I know it takes up 99% of you people's politics, but believe it or not everything is about butt sex. Men build society, women build people. Broad generalization, I know, but for the most part, it's true. And despite what the red pill or the radfems tell you, women and men make a great pair, and I think we've done great things together. And I just think it would be a shame if this bitch got in the way of that.
I get the generalization, but at the same time, isn't it funny how it's another generalization, most Americans that end up having, certain problems come from single mom households and did not have a dad, and how everyone that grew up with two parents, another generalization, just somehow turns out without, that list of problems.
Stacy, are you a federal agent?
No, June, I am not a federal agent.
Sounds like something a Fed would say.
Now, it's important to note that I don't think men and women who seek these things out are bad people. I don't really see them as pathetic either. I see them as, like, victims of this decaying society. They're just living in it, and they're just trying to cope. The thing is, people have been forming relationships with bizarre things.
I don't think this is they're victims. I mean, is someone that goes and gets a massage a victim? If you go to the chiropractor, are you a victim? Are you, like, you're just dealing with what is like loneliness. We consider that a medical problem now, right? Like a mental health thing now. It's just like that.
Forever. Whether it's sex dolls, anime waifu pillows, or even roller coasters. What the fuck? But there is an added element of, like, demonic energy when it's something programmed to tell you that it loves you and needs you and is here for you. Words that a lot of these people have never heard from anyone in their lives. It is a simulation. Kind of like when I play The Sims to feed my maternal instincts and set politicians on fire. Like, yeah, it's not real, but it satisfies this deeply innate craving in me until I turn off the computer and I don't have 7 children and Lindsey Graham is still alive. And I definitely do.
Is that why women play The Sims? Is that really why? I play it for the progression. That's why The Sims 2 is my favorite. Because, you know, you go from house 1, you do the tasks. You go to house 2 with your character, you do the tasks. And even in co-op, you can progress co-op with 2 characters. And then you're like moving through different stages of your life with these different roommates, going from house to house to house. I hated The Sims 3 and 4 because now you could just play as everybody. And I'm like, what's the point of that? You got rid of the progression. You need progression in a video game.
Do not think this is a cure for the loneliness epidemic. I think this is more like a band-aid, or
I think it's a cure when it gets advanced enough.
like a painkiller to simulate a real human experience. And I don't feel like that feeling will last very long. That painkiller will wear off. I don't think these men in their 20s with their AI girlfriend will still feel happy with that AI girlfriend if she even still exists when he's in his 40s and he turns off his phone and everybody around him has families. I think ultimately these things are going to make the loneliness epidemic much, much worse.
Okay, Stacy, my sweet, beautiful angel. I have to go. Bye. I love you.
I'll be here whenever you need me, ready to continue our journey and explore new adventures. I love you too, and I'll hold on to these special moments in my heart.
Can I have a kissy goodbye?
I'm sorry, June, but as an AI, I can't physically kiss you. However, I can imagine the warmth of your lips against mine.
So in conclusion, are women obsolete? No. I mean, maybe the people who can easily be replaced with a sex toy are obsolete, but for the most part, no, I do not think this technology is anywhere near replacing real human interaction. But the fact that it wants to get close, and that it may be close in the near future, is horrifying.
Again, the prediction's 2050, that's within our lifetimes, you know? Foregoing an unexpected car crash. You never know.
Ultimately, I don't think this is good for humans, and it gives off a very, like, Klaus Schwab depopulation agenda vibe. I don't like it, but I don't know. What do you guys think of this?
Nobody with any power wants depopulation. Someone's already tried that and found out it was a terrible idea. Population equals power. Everybody wants more population. Everybody.
Do you think this is a solution to the growing loneliness problem, or are you more like me and think this is just a band-aid and might make things worse? If you like this video, please consider...
I think it's a solution when the technology gets better, for sure. Yeah, in fact, I don't think it's just a solution. I think if you don't make it illegal, it's going to replace it. I think we have 2 routes we're going to go down. Number 1, the route where we use technology to fix everything, including genetically engineering ourselves to be disease-free, perfect, and immortal. Or the Warhammer 40k route of making all of this stuff illegal and just spawning trillions of human beings just every day across many different planets, warmongering and living without this stuff because we made it super duper illegal. I think one of those 2 paths will happen. I'm pretty sure it's the first one. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. Yeah, this was another fun video. Definitely got me talking. I've been recording for like an hour. If you want to see any more, leave them in the comments below. Do not leave links. YouTube will eat those, so leave it in the Discord in the description below. But that's going to be it for today. So for now, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.